I am live. I am live. It says I am live. I am not dead. I am live. And here we have Fiona. Here's Fiona. Okay, my darling. He's going to be in the bathroom. So, anyway, thought I'd show you how cool I look in my sunshades. My sunshades. Hi, Barbara and Tammy. Barbara and Tammy are there. And the little red wagon. Bumping up and down in my little red wagon, bumping up and down in my little red wagon, bouncing up and down in my little red wagon. Won't you be my darling? Hi, Heller, Alicia. There you are. Look at there, the Four Musketeers. They're right there in the chat. I'm going to have to build something behind Fiona. I'm going to have to build her a wall. Not sure exactly how I'm going to build a wall, but I'm going to build a wall behind her. Not today, but she needs a wall behind her. I didn't get to put her name up there because I checked out my label maker to see why it wasn't working, and I'll be darned, I'll be dog jiggered. The batteries was corroded in there. They was corroded, so I would have to order, and that thing takes 6 AAA batteries. I'm gonna order them because I'm gonna need to put her name right there. And I use my label maker a lot because I label stuff. Otherwise, I can't find nothing. Yeah. This got her name's Fiona. Fiona. Oh, are you Oh, you can't even see my mannequin. It's in the corner over there. I need to get her out of the corner. My mannequin. I named her once, but I can't remember what I named her. That's why I have to put Night Gigi. Is Gigi? Wilhelmina. That is what I named her. I did name her Wilhelmina. How did you remember that? You've got a memory like a elephant. That is what I named her, Wilhelmina, because I have an aunt named Eily Esther Wilhelmina, and that's what I named my mannequin. I need to get her out. Maybe I could stand her right over there in front of those shelves. That'd be a good place to put her, because I like to be able to change her clothes and stuff, and maybe she would do well because she's stuck in the corner. Wilhelmina, thank you for that. What would I do without you guys? Wilhelmina. I thought you was talking about this young lady, and her name is Fiona. But see, that's why I've got to get my batteries for my label makers so I can label things. I'll probably have to put a label right on my forehead so I know my own name. This is great. But yeah, I gotta fix her. See, I found a little butterfly. I'm gonna put this butterfly right here on her front too. She needs that, but I'm gonna put that on there right now. Right here and right now. I'm gonna put that on there. Yeah. Oh, and your dress form's name is Tess. Yes, this is good. This is what we need to do, is have names for our things. If we make an art doll, they need names. Our mannequins need names. Our sewing machine needs a name. Everything. There we go. Now, Fiona has got now a butterfly. Hi, Barbara Gillingham. Barbara Gillingham. My goodness, Barbara. Daphne May Joyce. Daphne May Joyce. And she is in Australia. We get a lot of friends in Australia. That's wonderful. And Barbara, I think you were responsible for sending me. Okay, little girl, I'm going to put you on over here where you can still stay right there and watch your mama. but you'll be fine right there. You'll be fine right there. I finished up some. I made a stack of mm, my mug rugs. But see, Barbara, I think my memory is taxing me, but see the backs of all of them? All the backs are like this. That's the backs. All the fronts are different, but the backs, oops, that's a back. And Happy Ray of Country, Happy Ray of Crafty Sunshine. See, it's my, I can't, you know, and there's Kathy Lake. And so it is so good to see all your beautiful faces. But Barbara, that's the front. See these backs? I think you're the one that sent me all these quilt squares that was done up. Well, I use them for the backs of my mug rugs. And not all of my mug rugs, but most of them all have a heart in them. See, this one's got a heart. That one's got a heart. And this one's got a heart. And this one, you can't hardly see it, but it's there. It's a heart right there. And then that one's a red heart. And this one's got a pink heart. This one's got a red heart. This one I must have put, oh no, it's got a heart. It's got a heart right there. You just can't hardly tell. Country Sunshine. Country Sunshine is good too, yeah. Melissa Horsley, yes. This one here didn't get a heart because I did that one before I started putting hearts on it. And this one doesn't have a heart. This one has a heart. And this one has a heart. And this one has a heart. This one has a heart. But what I've decided now, I have one lady that's interested already, but I'm going to sell, I think what I'm going to do is I think I want to sell them on my, because I want to keep making them because they're fun. And, but these make the best coasters. I'm telling you what, I got me one over here. This one's my own. This one's a little bigger. These ones here I'm making, actually I start with the 7x7 square, but once it's washed and dried, it's about 6.5 by 6.5 when it's done. This one here was bigger, but this, I'm going to put my cup of tea over here on my coaster, on my mug rug, my tea bag on my mug rug. So anyhow, but I'm going to put them, I think I'm going to sell them in a set of 6. Like I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These ones all got the same backs, but all the fronts are different. And so, and I want to put a price on them that includes the shipping. It makes it so much easier. And then having to figure out shipping for everything. Because hi, Samantha Owens. And Cordula is beautiful. You did not send the quilt squares? Who sent me all the quilt? Somebody sent me, and I thought it was you, Barbara. A whole bunch of quilt squares, and there was a whole bunch of Christmas quilt squares. Oh, now I'm going to have to go back to that video and look to see who sent me them quilt squares, because I thought it was you. Oh, well, I'll figure it out. Yes. Happy Ray, did you get another package today? Them people ain't sending things like I said for them to do it. So, I've got me a cup of tea here. Today is tea bag. That's what I pulled was a tea bag. Hi, Journey. Good to see Miss Journey as well. Yes. And Laura, did we see Laura in here? Well, hello, Laura, if you're hiding up there where I can't see you. If you're up there in the balcony, because some people come in and they're in the balcony and they just stay up there in the balcony and they just are just quiet as a little mouse. They ain't like me. I just don't know how to be quiet. And so, but Yeah. And so I thought to, oh, look at this. This was the envelope that Alicia sent me a letter in. So the envelope was just sitting here on my desk, just sitting there looking pretty. And she had already had some of these little llamas on there. See, and so I just added some more stuff. And on the back too. And I made a tag out of that envelope. See, because you got to use them for something. And then I had this pink envelope. It was just an envelope. But see, like yesterday when I was cutting out of my magazine, I said, you got to get your hands dirty. Oh, it just says get your hands dirty. And so then I had still some extra clothes for my paper doll. So I cut that out and put that on there. Well, this was extra clothes for my paper doll too. And I put that on there. And then I made some hearts on the back. And it's a tag. And it was an envelope, but now it's a tag. But see, this is still open at the end. So I could do something with that. Oh, I thought of something. Okay. Something just thought me. I have a tag here. This is just a, what is that? Inventory tag number 1170. That's nice. I'm going to make a tag out of that. Okay. So my thoughts, because I pulled a card yesterday that said tea bag. And candy is in there too. Oh, yes. And you guys are awesome. I have this piece of paper. Actually, this came out of this book somehow, but I got a bunch of these pages like this, and they're just folded up. And it's a good, because it came out of this book, it's a good size to fit on this book. But this book was at one time Family Circle Weekend Crafts. I am using my Google book and I'm really bad at it. A Google book? Your blue dress is gone? What blue dress is gone? Happy Ray of Crafty Sunshine? Fiona is there. I'm so glad for your life tonight as I needed a distraction. Oh. Her niece passed away from COVID complications yesterday. Her niece has been very sick for very long. And although, oh my word, although we hate to see them go because we got that little selfish part of our hearts that want everybody to be with us forever. But she's been sick for a long time. So if you kind of look at it both ways, when you become an angel, it's like a blessing. So it's always like that bittersweet thing. You're happy that they're no longer suffering. You're happy for that, but it's sad that because you always think about all the past times we've had together and all the fun we've had and all of that. And so it's always a bittersweet time. So, but it breaks your heart, it does. Today is the 12th of January. My hamster Ernie passed away on the 12th of January. And today makes 25 years that he's been gone. And I'm telling you, it does not seem like it's been 25 years. It seems like he was just here. And so and there's sometimes that different things brings up those memories, and then you really miss them again. But if we didn't love them so much, we wouldn't miss them. It's we wouldn't miss them if we didn't love them so much. The more you love somebody, the more you miss them. And you're going to miss them all the time. And there's going to be some days that all you do is laugh and remember all the fun times you had. And then there's times that you're just going to bawl your eyes out even after 25 years because you miss them. And so Barbara, blessings. And Barbara, just hang in there. Just hang in there. And sometimes we don't know how to hang in there. Hi, Martha. There's Martha Townsend. I just love that girl. She's just a low rider. She is just amazing. When I watch her, I just assume she blows around on a motorcycle all the time like a Harley or something. Yes, she is now at peace and not suffering, but it's still difficult. Yes, and cherish the memories. That's right. You cherish the memories because we have them. We have the memories. Nobody can take them memories away from us. Nobody can take them away. Hi, Aunt Beck. Oh my goodness, it is so wonderful to see you. That is amazing. You're amazing. But anyway, on like a lot of you I've seen said that you have this book, and I am using this. My book I made it into a chapter book. So in each chapter, like my first chapter, I called it The Contented Cow. And so in this chapter, I have got a lot of things that have just my cows, because I love my cows. I just love my cows. And so in this chapter, I have a lot of things. Let me pull my screen down a little bit. I got my screen puller. Here, I can pull it just a little bit. Whoopsie daisy. How many of you've got one of these things? I got about 5 of them. But anyway, but I usually can find one, but sometimes I can't even find one. Okay, still sitting here going through my sewing patterns. I do not need to buy any more patterns. You are a sewer, Aunt Beck. Oh my gosh. If you've ever watched Aunt Beck on her channels, she makes the most beautiful things. She's always just a stitching and a stitching. Okay, so see, that's my so I have the one chapter that is all has to do with my cows, and these books came with envelopes, and in the envelopes had patterns in them, but I put one envelope in each chapter. So when I find something for my cows, I'll put it in this envelope until it's mostly going to be kind of farming things. I'll put it in that envelope until I get ready to add it to a page. Then the second chapter, I've got flowers and gardening. And so in this chapter there, I got my envelope that I can put all my parts in and I got quite a bit in there, so I need to work on this. Yeah, anything that's all flowers and gardening things, but those are things I've put in there that will work that'll go on these pages that have to do with flowers and gardening. And then the next chapter is, what did I call this next chapter? Sewing and threads is what I called that one. I just got little post-it notes on there until I get a normal kind of a thing on there. But so this chapter is all to do with sewing, and thank you, Happy Ray. Yes. Okay, and so this one will, and again, the envelope, which works really, really good to keep touching my mouse and doing stuff. And oh, there's Gracie. Okay, maybe it's just Grace, but I call her Gracie. And this has got to do, what did I say? Sewing. Yeah. So I've got sewing things. Oh, I've got some tags in there that I've made the tags, but I got to make pockets to put the tags in. So that's just how I keep the things together until I get to that chapter. See, there's some more. And, but there's a little bias tape thing I made a pocket out of. That's in my sewing part. Probably my sewing part will fill up faster than most anything because I just love sewing things. And then this one, Seasons and Holidays, on this one. So that one, I don't think I've done too much in that one, but I should get going on that one because I don't think I've done much on this one. And then this one, hi, Papa. This one is my tea and coffee, or is it just tea and coffee? I think. Yeah, I think, or maybe I just called it just tea. I didn't, but see, I made a tab on here and I used the tea bag holder bag. Yeah, I make 4x4 mug rugs too. That's what this size of these squares that I put on my this thing, my towel boa, which this one here, I kind of really like this one. I had these ones, these brown one, but this, what I used on here is they're dishcloths actually. Instead of cutting, usually I cut a dish tea towel in half and put one on each end, but I use two dishcloths on here, but they're nice. They're really a nice weight, so I like them. And so I'm keeping this in for myself. And so this one here I'm doing all, and that's what I'm going to work on a tea bag tag today. So see, but I've got pages that have teapots and tea things and stuff like that. Oh, I got tea stuff in there too. And then this one is unicorns. So this is all unicorns on this one. Oh, and this is bears. I have bears. I got not only my bear journal, but I also have a bear chapter in this book. And this is fun to do a book like this if you have got any kind of a 3-ring binder. And oh, that's where I have a lot of my bear stuff. Oh, yeah, there it is. So I got actually Aunt Vic says you make mug rugs, but yours are large enough for a mug and a cookie. Yeah, I've made like these ones are about 6.5 by 6.5 when they're done, and mine I'm just doing it in the scrap quilting kind of way. The what do you call it? Oh, good night. Um, rag quilting. And so these ones are like 6.5 by 6.5 and they're finished. I start with a 7x7. Then I have made this size. I made them start with an 8x8 piece. And but once I have the edges all cut and ragged, then it's about 7x7. But that one's big enough for a mug and a cookie. So, and then I make 4x4s too. In fact, all of my kids for Christmas got 4x4s. St. Clair, hello. Vanessa. And who did I? Oh, Hobby Doc Bay. That's Shay. No, Hobby Doc Bay. I never did get to decorate that puzzle piece. I never did that. I still want to decorate you one and send it, even though your drawing is over. And hello, Glenda Baker. In fact, I do things I am so lax about putting my things together. To get things out, I sent out today. I had promised, who was it? Tammy Frazier. I had told her and it's been a couple of years ago that I was working on a journal, and it she named it mummy wrap because I didn't know what to call it because it was a big old hole in it. And oh, you're letting it go longer, Shay. Okay. Um and I said to her at the time, I said, I'm just gonna send it to you. I said that to Tammy, and but I never did, and it's been a couple years. So now she ordered some fabric scraps, and she ordered some fabric scraps off from myself. So I said, "Oh, I will take advantage of while I'm packing up her fabric scraps. I'll just put that journal in there." And so I just mailed it off today. So she's supposed to get it in 2 days. I don't know if that really works or not, but I think she'll be excited that she's getting her journal that I told her I was going to mail to her a couple of years ago. So if I've told you I was going to mail you something a couple of years ago, you still might get it. And so yeah, these are oh and the oh there I'm still in my bears. Vintage. This chapter is all vintage. And then oh, I've even got yeah, that's all vintage. And that oh and then oh there I got my I wondered what I did with that bear. Oh, you know what? I think this well, son of a biscuit. Okay, now I gotta just shut this up. Move this right. If this is what another reason it is, I am loving my reminder prompt cards because it reminds me of things that I'm doing. And Grandma Sandy, that's a new name for me. Lizzie, you are so amazing with all your crafts. I just love rag quilting. What are you doing with the tea bags tonight? Okay, well, I'm gonna get to you. I'm gonna get going with the tea bags. And so now if you look on, okay, this is my tea page. Okay, that's my tea page. That's where what I'm going to work on is going to go on my into my tea chapter. But I was thinking what I want to do here. I just had a page that I glued fabric on. This is kind of neat because what I'm thinking right now, I want to make a cover also. Well, maybe I won't do that now because I got to work on my tea thing. Okay, well, I've got a cup of tea here. That is good. Now, I've got, well, for one thing, I love this here tea. Yogi, chai tea, chai rubios, spicy, sweet, and stimulating. That's why I'm half crazy because I drink this stuff and I'm all stimulated. Um, And so, yeah, see, I have my tea on this mug rug, and there's plenty of tea. There's plenty of room for a cookie on there. This is a tea bag that is used already. I used the tea bag, and then I just let it dry. And hi, Laura. Gosh, is that your favorite tea? I love this tea. This is so good. And also you always on the tag. I think Salata tea also has little verses on the tags, and I love them. And this one says, the beauty in you is your spirit. And so these are fun, the little tags to keep. I was looking on Pinterest last couple of days, and yeah, make you a cup of tea. I was looking on Pinterest all the things that people have done with tea bags. And oh my, there is one place where somebody saved every tea bag they've ever used. They saved their tea bags. And then they had like a box So, like if you take a lid of a box and you stand it up, and it's a lid of a box, and you just start stacking all your tea bags one on top of the other. That picture she must have had. Oh, Lipton has started putting messages too. That is awesome. I love that. Okay, but this thing that I saw, it looked like it was probably a lid from like a shoebox or something. Or it looked bigger than that. But this lady had saved every one of her tea bags just like this, with the tea in them and everything. And that's dry. And look at when it dries, how that tea just stains that bag so beautifully. But she had the picture she posted was all these tea bags, and there had to be a couple hundred of them in there. But what was so cool about it was all the tags from the tea bags just hung down the front. And it was the most beautiful. It was beautiful. And so I am never going to throw another tea bag away. Never. Now, my husband, when he makes his tea, the tea he buys and uses is just some orange pekoe black tea something, and it doesn't have any strings and tags. It's tagless. And but I can add my own tags to it, so I can still have the tea bags to stack, but I'd have to add a string and a tag to it. But I am no longer ever going to throw away a tea bag. After I went through all that stuff, boy, if you go on to Pinterest, oh, the stuff. Then I have to thank my friend Tracy Turner. She sent me a Christmas gift, which was a whole bunch of stuff in a box. But one of the things was a collection of teas, Tea of Life, the New Age tea, which that's what I have in here right now. And let's see, this is white chai tea. This is good. White chai tea. And then there was this one that says gingerbread man, and this one is peppermint. So I'm going to enjoy those teas like you wouldn't believe. Now, I just noticed in this box, I have to open this box now very carefully because I just noticed in this box. See, I don't plan things ahead very well. Hi, Rebecca. Becca. It is so good to see you. Oh my goodness. Becca does some amazing things. One thing I love that she does is her needle felting, which that's not one thing I put on my card. I've got to put needle felting on my card, on one of my cards, so I'll do that one time. But I love just pulling the cards, and I'm going to do tomorrow whatever I pull on the card today. I'm going to work on that tomorrow, and that gives me so I still work on different things. Like I've been working on my mug rugs and my boas, and I love doing that. And I've got a whole stack of I cut them 5x5, but they end up to be more like 4x4 once I do because then once you wash them, once you get them all nipped and washed, then they're smaller in size. But look at the inside of this box. Look at that. That is beautiful. It is like that is beautiful. How that is, you can color that. That's pretty. Okay, so but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to work on a tag. That's what I had sort of planned to do. But, I'm going to work on a page of my book. That's what I'm going to do. A page of my book, of my weekend crafts tea page. Okay. So I use the pages that come in the book because they're already of a good weight. And like wallpaper. And Gosh. But then I usually end up covering this whole thing up, but there's a little snowman. I should save him for my winter page. Yeah, it's okay. I got more. Actually, I got 3 of these books, so I got a lot of pages. And so, yeah, it does look like beautiful old wallpaper inside the box. That is cool. That is amazingly beautiful. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one piece off. So now that one's a little torn right there. So I'm gonna use it to make a pocket. Well, I got all these pieces from this box, which I can use. Okay, I'll use some of them I'll use like the front piece. I would use that with this part showing. Hi, Chris Matheson. How are you today? And I'm so glad to see you here. How wonderful. But this one, I'm going to use the inside of the box. But what I want to do, okay, I'm going to use my, okay, well, let me do that first. Let me get my tag back. Put this tag back over here. I want to start covering that page now. See, I go back and forth and round and round. And I have a box here that I got it labeled. It says coffee filters and tea bags. I have a lot of these boxes and just got them stacked up. Got them from the old Dollar Tree. Okay, please see question above. Oh, you could, Fiona. Reassemble the box inside out. Wouldn't that be pretty if you colored the whole thing? My next box, I'm going to do that. Now, wait a minute. I got to look and see what else I'm in. What is the name of the book that you are working on, please? Oh, the name, is that what I was looking for? This book is, I got this at the thrift shop. And it is, it's called Family Circle Weekend Crafts. And it's a 3-ring binder. And I made a chapter book out of it. So this one chapter is all going to be about tea and coffee. And so that's the book that I'm working out of. Oh, this tea is called Yogi Chai Rubios. Chai Rubios. I love this tea. This is like probably my favorite. I love this tea, but I love all different kind of teas because I also buy. Fiona, what did I do with all my stuff? Oh, like the celestial. Golly. Oh, the Yogi Raspberry Passion. I bet that is good because I love raspberry. And this is Wildberry Zinger, what's in here. But this is good tea too. I love it. But look at the little packages. How cute of pockets those will make. And yes, but the next one, I think I am going to just because I already cut this one, but take it apart and reassemble it and look at what you have. That would be good idea. Thank you. Yeah, Zinger is yummy too. Okay, in my box, I have coffee filters, but then I have tea bags. I have some tea bags here that are all these were large tea bags, like family size tea bags, and they all have been used and they're all tea dyed. I mean, beautiful. Gosh, they come out beautiful. But you can also purchase tea bags you can purchase tea bags that these tea bags like this, when you can purchase these kind of tea bags, these are fun to paint. Oh, this isn't a vest actually. This is my boa towel, kitchen towel boa. And so you wear it on your neck. And one lady who ordered one from me, she's already got hers, and she said she put it on and went out and she used it out in her she went got working in her garden, and she said it was perfect because she said if she puts a dish towel over her shoulder, it's loose. She drops it, it falls off. If she uses a larger towel, it's just too big and too heavy. And so she said this one worked perfect for her gardening because she's always wiping her brow. And so there is another use for them, but I love them. I also am making some that's just got a strip of fabric to hold them together, but I just love the rag quilting, and so I've been doing most of them like that. But then you can also, oh, here I've got, oh, these are some more empty ones. Oh, here, see, you can buy the tea bags because hi, Joan Leach. I've never been on before. I enjoy your wonderful ideas. Thank you, Joan, so much. But now see here, this bag it comes with a drawstring. So that is for people who buy loose tea and they put it into the water, your own loose tea. Some people might mix different teas and then they can use these. But I didn't even know they made these. Now this is something somebody sent me some of those, and I said, wow, that is amazing. And so, and then they make the white ones as well, same thing, the brown ones or the white ones, and they're like a little drawstring bag, and they are just adorable. I don't know what all you could do with them, but I'm sure there is a bunch. Hi, Carrie Little Sea Plaster. So good to see you too. And so, I mean, tea bags, just so many things. And then like these kind of tea bags, if you were to buy these, this is a good size of a tea bag. And because now if you can watercolor on these, do some watercoloring on these, or just dripping. I mean, of course, you can tea dye them too, or use sprays on them or anything, and then make a tag out of them or whatever. Okay, I want to work on a tag, and so I'm going to use this here tag because and I can decorate both sides. And this is a inventory tag, so it's already got like writing and stuff on it. But what I want to do is I want to use a part of this tea bag that is already tea dyed, and I want to put I'm going to tear it to the width. Maybe I want to tear it a little narrower than the width of the tag. And so yeah. But that is just so pretty. Look at, I'm getting some strips here that I'll use for something else. I won't throw any of that away, but I'm going to put that on there like that. See, just that on there. Thank you, Laura. I'm in Arizona, but just found that my daughter, her partner, and 7-month-old baby all have the COVID. Oh, my word. I still use loose tea in a teapot, old-fashioned but enjoyable. Yes, Fiona. Then, and some use the tea ball. The tea, like it's like a little metal ball, and you put the tea in there, and you put the tea in there, and then put the lid on, and you use that. And speaking of those little tea balls, those little metal tea balls, I want to get one of those and do. My mother was quite the crafter too, but back in the day she used those little tea balls, and then she would put like beads. She would string beads, like little crystal beads, like they weren't like crystal, they were plastic, but they looked crystally. And she would connect them through the holes of that tea ball and make like a chandelier. Then around the top of it would be, she would put some kind of a braiding or something around the lid, and then decorate the top, and it would hang, and it was like a little chandelier. And they were so beautiful. I mean, it took a lot of patience and to get all of those beads strung. I think she used fishing line, but I'm not real sure. And had them put through the hole of that little tea ball, and that's where she would yeah, she would do that. It would be pretty. She did a lot of things back in the day that I want to tea ball, not tea. And so yeah, it's they were so pretty. They were so pretty. And gosh, that was like 100 years ago. She's been gone now for, Lord have mercy. She passed away in 89. Golly gee. But anyway, and then there was another thing she made, which I want to do that too, is you get the bar of soap that's like Dove bar. You know, it's kind of oval bar of soap. And then um taking tulle, like a colored netting or tulle, and just kind of wrap it in there. Now this is going to be a fish. Okay, so then you wrap it so that the at the back of the fish for the tail is that webbing. After you tied it on there with a string or something, it's that tulle sticks out like the fish um tail. And then she would take the hat pins, like four of the long hat pins, and then put beads on those hat pins, but then they would stick in the bottom of the bar of soap, so it looked like the little fish had little legs. And then she would use like just another little piece of the tulle and put it on each side and up at the top for their little fins. And then she would put the little eyes on there, and so there was a lot of sequins then that she would put the sequins on, and then just glue the sequins up in the tail and everything. And that was a little decoration just to put in your bathroom. And she made bunches of those. In fact, she made them, and she made a lot of things that she would donate to the gift shop at the hospital, and they'd sell them there. But but yeah, that some of the things that she did back then, I want to do them now. And it's just some of the things that are just wonderful. Cheryl Talifus, I'm so sorry your item has not been mailed yet, but I've been unwell. Oh, Cheryl, do not be in. Don't you let that worry you. I know about getting things out a little late, like a couple years late. And so, Cheryl, you take care of yourself. Bless your heart. Oh my goodness. So many sicknesses are around these days, and we got to take care of ourselves. That's the most important thing right now, is just everybody taking care of themselves. Now, oh, where did I put my, oh, I wanted my copper wire. Where did I put my copper wire? That ball of wire is huge. How can I lose it? How can I lose it? Just a minute. You guys just give me a minute. See, I don't prepare things. I don't prepare ahead of time. Just a minute. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, all right. Well, that can't be lost. It can't be lost. It's probably not lost. It's probably just buried. Hi there, little Zoe. You keeping my feet warm? Okay, let's see if I can see it here. Okay, see it. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. No, come on, Lizzie. All right. Well, we're going to have to do something different than my plan. Okay, we've got to switch plans. Switch plans. Did I put it back there? No. Did I put it there? No. Did I put it on that? No. I usually have it up there. It's not there. What did I use it on last? That's okay. Who's on first? Who's on second? Well, this isn't going to work because I was going to make a dragonfly. I wanted a dragonfly on my tag out of wire. Okay. Well, darn. Well, dig jog doogie. Doogie doogie dig jog. Can't find it. Darn it. Where did I use that last? Where did I use that wire last? Okay, well, we're going to do something else then. Okay, so I wanted to make a dragonfly out of copper wire. I lost my roll of copper wire. Okay, yeah, you won't worry about that. Okay, so we're going to make a dragonfly out of something else. Let's see. This, I'm still going to make a dragonfly because I want a dragonfly on my tag. And so, Elizabeth Marie, so we're going to use something else. What will we use? We'll use, well, look here. I have this. It's like a, yeah, I can't see for looking. My tongue's all wrapped around my eye teeth and I can't see what I'm saying or finding nothing. Can't find nothing. All right. This is going to work. We're going to change. I just change gears. You know, if you're a crafter, anything works. So, see, that's why I can't plan things. Because it doesn't work. Okay. And then I got like, these are like these little safety pins. Okay. So a safety pin. Oh, these are those safety pins that don't have no round thing on the end. They're just like this. So let me see how I could do that. If I could use these as dragonfly wings. And then, let's see. If I take, then this is the body and it's got a bell on it. That looks like a dragonfly, but maybe that's too thick. Maybe that's just too plumb thick. Plumb too much thickness to go in a book. And so then, Elizabeth Marie, let us go a little further with our thought process. And let me look down in here in this drawer. It's got all bunch of broken jewelry and broken stuff. I need to find something a little flatter. A little flat. I need it a little bit flatter. Am I bothering you, Zoe? You poor dog. Just gets comfortable and then her mother starts making a big fat racket. All right. We're working on it. Don't leave me now. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. I want something. Ooh, what's this? This is some kind of a piece of metal, something. Piece of metal, something. Does it look like a dragonfly body? Yes, it does. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, how can I get this to stay on here like these wings, these dragonfly wings? All right. Well, this is what we can do. Fabric works for everything. Now, let's see. I'm going to dig in this fabric, this bag of fabric scraps. And, ooh, what's this? Oh, this is cool. This is cool. This is cool. I'll make this work. So Roberta Zima. Oh, let me see. And Dora from Dora is, gosh, Dora is in California. I remember that. I'm going to just tear some strips off of this fabric here. And I know I'm supposed to be using tea bags. You know what? Just a minute. I'm going to still use tea bags. Okay. But don't worry. I'm using my tea bags. Don't worry. Not to worry. Not to worry. I'm going to take this fabric and I want to put my I want to get my wings attached to her body somehow. So I'm going to use these little pieces of fabric. Let's see how we'll do that. Just make it work. Okay, you go have your dinner. You go have your dinner. Yes. Healthy eating. Oh man, you guys, yesterday we were talking a lot about our healthy eating and weight loss and things. And so many people have talked about how much that they have already lost, doing really, really good. Well, now a friend sent me a link, and the link was about diabetes, and so she's trying to help me out a little bit. And so I was very, very interested, and I watched that one. And then after I watched that one, then I watched another one, and I just watched like these speakers, they're speaking on like diabetes and stuff. And the one thing that I learned, which I thought was absolutely awesome, I have a problem with weight. I am big. I'm a big girl. I could probably be a sumo wrestler. And but my weight fluctuates so much. My weight fluctuates, and the weight fluctuates because of water retention. And one time I told my doctor, when I was like really probably didn't lose enough then to make him happy. And I told him, I said, it's probably just water retention. He goes, it's probably donut retention. Told me it was donut retention. I've been seeing this doctor for a long time, and he knows I'm completely crazy. So he can say that kind of stuff and get away with it. So donut retention. But I really do get a lot. Oh, good night, Fiona. Thank you so much for coming by. Yep, almost midnight, and my eyes are telling me to sleep. Okay, love you so much, Fiona. Love that name. And so my dear doctor. Oh, okay. So anyway, he said it was donut retention, not water retention, but it is really water retention. Because when you have a problem, I have a problem with my kidneys. I got like stage 3 kidney disease, which is not really bad, but I just got to just watch it so it doesn't go to stage 4. And okay, so now I made like a I would call this like a structure for a dragonfly. All right, now I was going to do it with wire, but I can't find my wire. And so this lady I listened today was amazing. She says, what you do, because so many people, especially elderly, when they do retain water for some reason or another, and I retain it because I got CHF and I also got that, or they say I do, and they also say I have this kidney thing, and those two things will cause you to retain water. So, but she said one thing. She says, once you start eating healthy, eating the healthy things, that your oh, you will start. What you weigh, what you measure is your waist. You measure your waistline. And once you measure your waistline, which that's what I'm going to do. I haven't done it yet. Wait a minute. I got to do that right now. Can I get around? Move a moment, chair. Just a minute. This is a variety show, by the way, a variety show. Let me see if I got my tape measure in this sewing box. Yes, I do. I actually know where something is in the sewing box. Tape measure. I'm going to see what my waist is right today. Because I'm serious. I'm serious as a heart attack. This is what I'm going to do, is I'm going to measure my waist with this measure. Good thing it's a big one. And I'm going to go right around my waist, and I'm going to measure it today. And she said this is a more accurate way of keeping track. Okay, there's my waist. Okay, now, right here. Yikes! 52 inches. Now, 52 inches is my waist. That's a pretty big waist. But she said, you measure your waist. Don't worry about them pounds on the scale, because especially if you retain water, which most when we get older, your weight fluctuates, but it will show in your waist. So you measure your waist. So I'm going to write that down, my 52 inches. I'm going to write that down, 52 inches. And what is today? Today is Wednesday. So maybe I will measure every Wednesday, maybe. Wednesday. And it's January 12th. And I got 52 inches. Now I'm going to see how this works. And now that I've told you all, then I have to stick with it. And Alicia is 37 inches. Good, 37. So that's what, 7 o'clock. Dismiss. And 7 o'clock alarm says that it's time to take medicine. I got it right here. I had it ready because I knew it would rain. Oh, that's good. So there, I've taken my medicine. I was going to make sure I do that because I take rat poison, Coumadin. I'd love to get off of that. But what I'm working on is I'm going to get off of insulin. And so, like you seen last night, I drank that milkshake. Done. I am done. And I'm going to listen to these motivational speakers, and I'm going to try and listen to one every day. And if I listen and listen and listen, it's like writing on the chalkboard, I will not eat cookies. I will not eat cookies. I will not write it 100 times. And I'm really going to do this. Okay, I'm supposed to be working on okay, I'm going to use this here tea bag. And I'm going to wrap this tea bag. I tied the little, okay. No, first I got to make sure my little wings get a little bit strengthened here. How can I do that? Maybe if I put this glue, I don't know what I'm doing. And, but that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to go by my waist measurement. But I'm going to listen to these motivational speakers They're going to motivate me to eat right. And then I got my friend that she calls me every day, and she's doing real good on her eating plan. And she's already lost like 42 pounds or something on her eating plan. That's another thing is you don't call it a diet. No, we don't want to be caught. The first one that said not to call it a diet that I ever heard was that guy. Who was that guy that would oil his body and dancing with the oldies? I can't think of his name either. But he said, don't ever call it a diet. Call it live it. Going on live it. Okay, I'd love to get my waist below 35 inches. See there? That's it. And that's what we're going to go on is getting that number around your waist. Get that smallened. Get it smallened. Don't know if that's a word, but we're going to call it a word. Word. You know what probably would have worked better with this is the hot glue gun to get these put where I want them to be, to hold. Now I'm just getting these safety pins. Safety pins put in there to where they'll kind of stay still. Staying still. Stay still, safety pins. Okay, and so I'm just wrapping this piece of fabric, and I'm just, I think this will work. Where'd that other safety pin? Oh, there it is. It just disappeared right before my eyes. I guzzle down water all day long. And that's what I'm doing too, is I am Richard Simmons. Yeah, that's the guy. Oh, Richard Simmons. I just love him too. Is he still alive? Oh, Richard Simmons. I just think he's awesome. This oily old body. Yeah. Used to. Oh my gosh. Me and my friend years and years and years ago. Yes, water is important. So that's a new thing for me too. Is I got water, like I keep my glass of water here. I've got one at my chair and I've got one at my table in the dining room table. So I don't even have to carry my water with me because I got one every place I sit. Okay, I think I got these wings. Now they seem to be kind of stiff. See them? Well, you see my fabric. And so they seem kind of where I want them to be, I think. And so, but what I want to do, what my plan is now is to take my tea bag, and I want to wrap these wings and the body with the tea bag. And then I'm hoping it's going to make it look like a vintagey looking dragonfly. Let me tie this right here. I'm using these fabric scraps because when you use a little fabric strip like that, it's soft and it molds around and stuff like that. So now I'll cut this end off of here and cut this end off of here. And I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm just doing the best I can just to make it work. But see, you don't need to have directions to do something. You just do it. Now, see, first I was going to use just wire to make the structure or whatever you call. But I lost my wire, so I'll find it now, just right now after I get this done, then I'll find my wire. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut these extras pieces of this fabric off. Oh yeah, that feels pretty tight on there. So then on that, with just the shape, it's shaped like a dragonfly, isn't it? So now I want to take my Okay. Don't use up that glue, Elizabeth. Use this glue. That's better. Okay. Now I want to use my tea bag, and I want to use that tea bag, and I want to wrap it around to make the wings look like wings. Maybe I need to have a thinner, narrower piece. Maybe. See, when you don't know what you're doing, you just do whatever. Just do whatever. And I know when it's done, it'll look good. I just know it. See, you go in it with a positive attitude. Yes, make one of your signs, Alicia. Alicia does the, I'm telling you, she does the best thing with her colors on black. I'm telling you, those bright colors on black. See? And you know what? To make her even more beautiful this here dragonfly, I could add sequins on her. What you don't feel will die. What would I say about water? Mm. Oh, that tea is good. Tea is good. And you don't even have to put sugar in it or nothing. Water is life. That's it. There's the sign. Water is life. That would make a good sign. Water is life. And that's one of the things we got to learn about is our water. Our water intake is very important. And you know, even the little diabetic lady that I was listening today, she says, when you get and you're doing a good diet, a good eating plan, when you go to a wedding and there's wedding cake and you take a small piece of wedding cake, it's no big deal. Because you do have to have some carbohydrates. Your body does need some carbohydrates. And so, but now if you eat a piece of wedding cake every day of the month, well, that's not good. But if you go to your grandchild's wedding and they got a beautiful wedding cake, you take yourself a little piece of that. Don't do not, yes, water is good for flushing out the kidneys. But yes, you know, it's just because you your brain function requires good carbs. Yes, that's right, Aunt Beck. Your brain does. And that's another thing that that lady I was listening to today said. Your body needs fat, protein, and carbs. Those three things. And so when and to to survive, you need fat, protein, and carbs, and of course, a lot of water. And because your body is what 90% water, I think it's a big percentage. Susan Ernst, did I say hi to you? I don't remember. I'll just say hi to you again. See, now that I'm putting these, I'm just wrapping the tea bags, and the paper that the tea bag is made out of, it's so forgiving and it bends and curls around just perfect. Just perfect. Okay, I'm going to put a piece over the top like this. Now, do not tell me that and send me all them little notifications. I don't need no AVG. Tell me my sensitive documents are unprotected. I don't have no sensitive documents. You just got here, Susan. Well, I'm glad to see you. How's your socks coming along? You're the one making socks, right? That you just started making socks using them 4 knitting needles? I think so. I think so. Yeah. So now I think I've just about got this one wing finished. The one wing finished. Oh, in the Magical Touch Studio, Carol. Hi, and how are you? My goodness. You are still here, belly full, getting ready to paint and watch. Good. Fill that belly up. You need you need to put some weight back on. I couldn't believe it when she told us yesterday that at one time she weighed 300 pounds, our little Laura, because all she is a little bitty thing now. I think this dragonfly is going to be amazing. I am making a dragonfly. And I want this dragonfly thread and glue designs. Thank you for saying I look beautiful. I needed that. Have you can you notice since I had the surgery on my nose and they took the cancer off of it, this nostril kind of goes up in the air a little bit. It's not real noticeable. Only when I look real close in the mirror I say, "Oh, wow, that's funny looking." But yeah, this nostril kind of goes up. But now, because that nostril was a little hard for breathing out of, but now it isn't. So, but they said it takes a long time for it to actually heal from the inside because they had to chop some of my the cartilage from my nose, the cartilage, they kind of shaved on it. So every once in a while I'll feel this little sharp piece on my nose, and it's actually a piece of cartilage working its way out, and I can just take it and pull it out, and it's a piece of cartilage. Isn't that weird? It's okay though. It's the only one. As long as I can still breathe, and as long as it's not constantly bleeding, because it did with that when that cancer was on there. I'm glad to have it off. I'm very glad to have it off. See there? This is going to be a very vintage dragonfly. Very vintage. So I just put a little glue in there so that the tea bag will glue to the tea bag paper. But, as I looked through Pinterest, was on there today, might have been on there today, but I was just looking at different pictures and things with that you could do with tea bags, and there is so many things, beautiful things. And so, yeah, I am saving all tea bags from now on. Just going to put me a bucket in the kitchen, and every time we have an empty tea bag, I use tea bag because I use a lot of tea bags. Papa uses a lot of tea bags in his sweet tea. And this paper is pretty strong. Now, most paper, if you were pulling it around like this, if it was just tea dyed paper, I think your paper would be tearing, but the tea bag paper isn't tearing. It's tough. It holds together well. And like this tea bag paper is off of those big tea bags. But even like the flow through tea bags, that's a lot of paper even in them. Once you take them apart, completely apart and empty the tea out, you have it's a lot of the tea bag paper, but it's a sturdy paper. Oh, and Cheryl puts her tea bags on top of playing cards to make an ATC. That is neat. And I bet that gives it even, because once they're dried out, there's a texture to them, a nice texture to them. And so it is a real good paper to use. I mean, and like I say, if you buy just the unused tea bags to make your own tea, you can even dye them. Such awesome colors. Yeah, no sanding. Very good. Cheryl, I just started watching Cheryl's channel, and she's got some awesome stuff on there. If you all haven't, Cheryl, your channel, do you got a special? Now I don't remember a special name for it. Is it just your name? I think it's just her name. Some good stuff. If you take a photo from a magazine and put the tea bag over it, it makes it vintage right away. Yes, you are right. I haven't done that. A photo out of a magazine. So there's a snowman. A snowman. So now, I don't want this real dark piece. Let me take a lighter piece. Do that right now so I don't forget. And I'm going to just glue it on there. I'm just going to glue that on there. Smooth this glue out. Maybe I'm using the wrong glue, but we're going to see. We're just going to glue that out. Smooth that out and put this. Oh, my tea bag might be a little bit too. Well, wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. Let me put glue on top. Oh, you know what I probably need to use is that matte medium. Hi, handsome.
Hi, Toots.
What you doing?
I'm fixing to go to the real room.
Are you?
Yep. Watch me some NCIS videos.
Watch you some NCIS videos? That's what you need to do.
Yep.
And exercise your leg, right?
Yep. I got my doohickey.
You got your doohickey? Did you bring your TheraBand back there?
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, that's your doohickey? Okay.
I love you, baby.
Your TheraBand. That is cool. This is cool. I just put that tea bag. Now, this is kind of a dark tea, too. But I just put it over that white snowman. And look, it does. It just brings it into vintage. And I think if I used the matte medium, the clear matte, lightweight matte medium, it would even do better. Oh, I love that idea. And yes, what that does. Now, see, that was kind of a dark picture. So that is cool. Thank you for that. Thank you for that idea. That's awesome. Oh, watered down glue. That would be better, even, I think. But this is kind of a heavy. This is a heavy tea bag because it's I bet the lighter weight tea bag too, it would work. But I love it. I think it's great. I think that's great. See there what we can learn. And I love the vintage look. So, okay, where am I at? Where did I go here? Where did I go when that squirrel come running across my desk? Hi, little bit. Your mama here yet? Is she door dashing? Yeah, you keep an eye on the door. Yeah, you do that. She's out there door dashing. Mama's door dashing. Okay. And so I'm just ripped that tea bag into strips, and I am just covering up this safety pin that I'm making into a dragonfly wing. You just need 2 on each side of whatever you're using, which I got just this little piece of metal, something or other. I have also got a whole cigar box full of typewriter parts. And We're having a little troll problem here. Get rid of that. Okay, so, and see that I want to get back into that too. You never know when I'm going to pick that card that says hi Lori, vintage romantica Loretta, Lorraine, Lore something. I can't remember now. I have to say it a few times and then I'll remember. That's a word I put my glue. It's right there. I I also take the tea out of the bag and rinse it off after I brew it. Oh, rinse the bag off after you brew. Yes. First, first leave you for today as my cleaning lady has arrived and take care. And oh, your cleaning lady has come, so you have to go. Okay. Yes, I need a cleaning lady. I want to make a tea bag journal. You all just look in the ideas you can get on on Pinterest is amazing. What you can see on Pinterest. Okay, so see, I got her two wings covered. Now I want to cover her little body. So she's a tea bag dragonfly. But I think I definitely want to use some sequins on this because see what my plan is. Oh, I think I tore up that piece that I was going to put on the front. See, to have a tag and have a dragonfly on the tag. But I think what I need to do here, if I want the tea bag on the tag and then the dragonfly, is I will need to put like a piece of fabric of some kind or gauze, something in between. But I think this is going to be beautiful, a dragonfly. Beautiful dragonfly. See, I tied it together with them pieces of fabric. The fabric held everything together and it also give it some plumpness. Because since I am plump, um, Alice, my husband is from Vienna, Austria. Yeah, don't forget about Pinterest. Oh, what the ideas. And I mean, I sometimes don't go on there for months at a time. And then when I do turn it on, it's like, oh my gosh, you just go from one thing to another. Heading in to help with the hubby's shower. Night all. And thanks for your prayers and support. Thank you for Lizzie for being special. Thank you so much. And yep. And prayers for you, Barbara. You have got such a job, but apparently God believes you can do it. And I think was it your sister that is still in the hospital or is very sick and husband is not well and you've got a job. You have got a job. And so our prayers absolutely go out for you, Barbara. My goodness. Well, I got to figure out. I was thinking if Barbara sent me them quilt squares. Now I have to rewatch a video to see who sent me them. Because those are awesome quilt squares. That's one thing when your memory isn't really, really good. I'm now where I kind of write things on things. And so I can remember. Because I like to remember who sent me what. Sis is still in the hospital going on a month. Yep. I thought it was your sister. Yes. Prayers for your sister, too. Didn't you say she was on like a respirator? I don't remember. Gosh, I wish I remembered things. But they say once you put things in the hands of God, then you quit worrying and let God take care of it. But God wants to know that you still keep praying. So you just keep praying. But God's working on it. We don't know what He's got in plan and in store. He didn't give us a spirit of fear, but power. Yes, power. When you go to Pinterest, you got to go with your little notebook and write down little sketches or something. That's what I need to do is have me a little sketchbook, my Pinterest sketchbook. Those who leave everything in God's hands will eventually see His hands in everything. That's true too. Yes. Very good. Very good. Very good. I have I have an old well the blades off of a ceiling fan, and I've got them out in the shed because I saved them because there's 4 blades and I want to make a dragonfly. And I've also got one piece of wood that is a peg from a fence, like a fence, like a flat piece of wood, but the top is got a little shape on it and then it's long. And so I want to take that piece of fence wood, like off a white picket fence, but it's just one. Oh, Cheryl was in ICU for 17 weeks. Oh my word. Cheryl, what was going on with you that it was? Well, praise the Lord that you got well and you are now in our chat. Holy smokes. That's a long time. That is a long time to be in the hospital, period, but pancreatic cancer. Oh my God. And you beat it. Praise the Lord that you beat that cancer. Yeah, my brother's working on trying to beat cancer right now, and we keep we keep we keep a stiff upper lip. Um we keep praying, and we keep hoping for a miracle, because miracles happen, and that you are a sign. You are a sign of a miracle. Okay, now I have got, I think, all of the tea bag I want to put on there. But I want to take, now I think I want to take, I want to kind of tighten up, this body some. So I think I'm going to take some thread. Let me see if I can boost. One of the things I want to be able to do is boost myself out of this chair easier. That's one of the things I got to work on. Okay, I'm going to take some, let's see, I'm going to take this thread. Okay, I want to take this thread, and I'm going to take it, and I'm going to put that right there, and I want to wrap it. I'm going to just kind of wrap it and wrap it and wrap it in different directions. This is going to be like a rustic dragonfly, a rustic looking dragonfly. Now, as I wrap this thread, just this way and that way, going over and under each wing and around his little belly. Let's go down his little body. And then go back up here and go around his little head part. Okay, I'm not going to go around his wings. See, when you start doing something like this, all you need is a thought. You don't really have to have any perfect plan. And so you just see what happens. Just try it out and see what happens. Let's see, do I have my sequins up there? Okay, snip that. It'll show up, I think. Sue Hennessy, hello from UK. Big Sue from UK. All right, now let's see. I'm looking up here because I thought I had my sequins up there on that shelf, but I don't see them. Why don't I see things when I want to see them? When I want to. When I won't to, they need to be right chinned. Oh, there they are. There they are. They're never always in the same place twice. Now, what I want to do here is now I'm going to doll up those wings. He needs eyes, first of all. Do I have... I don't have a pair of tweezers right here, but I got a jillion pair. I'm going to put a little dab of glue right on my mat here. I'll put on this piece of paper. And then I can just put a tiny piece of glue on there. And then I can reach in here and I get his little eyes. There's one. Put 2 little drops of glue there where his little eyes are going to be. Oops. Okay. There's one eye. And then I've got another one. There's another one. See, you can put just a little bit of glue on the end of this little, well, it's not even a paintbrush. There's no brush on it. It's just a stick. Put a little glue on there and you can reach down in there and stick them on there. And then 3 wise women came to the nativity, one brought a casserole and one brought a baby clothes and the other one started cleaning. I need those ladies, although I don't need baby clothes. Oh, I do need baby clothes for my dolly. My granddaughter should get her doll. I sent her. So I bought myself one of these like newborn baby like dolls. I bought it for myself. Then I thought, why'd I do that? I didn't really need that. Actually, I bought two. I still have one here. But then I thought of my granddaughter who is turning 13 years old on the 28th. And she loves baby dolls. She's going to be 13 years old and she's Down syndrome. And she loves her baby dolls. And I thought, that's why I bought that doll. And then I even bought it. I bought her new clothes because on Marketplace I saw where um, somebody was selling this whole bunch of baby clothes for a baby doll, 14-inch baby doll. And I said, I want to get them. I don't know why I did them. I don't know. I really didn't need it. And then I realized that's why I got them was for Elizabeth. Her name is Elizabeth too. She was named after me, and her other grandma's name is Anne, so she's Elizabeth Ann. And so she should get them tomorrow. And so I told my son, I said, Facebook message me when she gets the doll. I want to see her open it. And so he's going to. He's going to. I hope so. He's sick right today. He went to the ER last night because he couldn't breathe. Darn it. My son is not well. You've seen him a couple times on on the chat. Skeeter is his name. But he's got a bad ticker. He's only 53 years old. I don't want to see him leave his family. But he's had a bad couple of days, so he said he might take himself to the ER or the walk-in clinic. So prayers for Skeeter too. Gosh. He's had a lot of health issues throughout his life, but he keeps plugging along. I'm putting just spots of glue on the wings right now. And then I'm going to get lovely Malaya. Hello. She's going to pretend she's getting stuff done. Oh, I know how to do that. I can pretend. I can pretend that I get stuff done. It's fun to pretend you're getting stuff done. You don't really need to get stuff done. Not important. Now I want her just to have all colorful sequins, so I'm going to just put a bunch of different colors on her little wings. I'm decorating her little wings right now. Ooh, she wants a silver one right here. And oh, here, this one. Let's get this one. Oops, I got to re-glue my stick. My stick needs more glue. Ooh, this is pretty. We'll make some colorful wings. Colorful wings. Colorful wings for my little girl. And when you do something like this with no direction, no plan, no requirements, you have got an art project that is all yours. It doesn't have to match anybody else's. It just is all yours. And that is what makes it special. That is what makes it special. It's all yours. You don't want to have to, you don't want to just copy somebody else's. Now, I'm saying too, though, like if I was watching, um, Cheryl, was it you? I was what? Carol. Maybe it was Carol. I was watching. There's my memory again. Drawing a cardinal. Yeah, I think that was Carol who is that magical lady. I think she was drawing the. Oh gosh, I hope I don't get this wrong. But please forgive me when I make wrong mistakes. But just drawing a cardinal, and she didn't even have a reference picture to go by. She was just drawing it from. Yeah, you were drawing it, a cardinal, and it was beautiful. It was just beautiful, and she was just going on just what she didn't have a picture to go by. She was just going on what she remembered the cardinal to look like, and it was absolutely gorgeous. And so you don't have to make it look like, I mean, if you want it to look perfect, just go take a photograph of it out in the yard and then you got a perfect picture. But when you just start painting, putting your paint on paper, she was using watercolor. Oh, and she was painting on a dictionary page, or not a dictionary page, but a encyclopedia. I want to get an encyclopedia. I looked through my books after I watched you to see, but I don't have any books that's got just solid pages of print. And so I'm going to have to find one at a thrift shop because I need to find a book that's got just pages of solid print. I've got a dictionary, but the pages are so thin in the dictionary. I don't know if that would work out well. So I'm going to have to get. I want to get an encyclopedia because I think the pages will be a little heavier, and that is what I want to paint on. And I'm not a painter, no, but I'm going to paint. I'm going to paint nonetheless. I'm going to put paint on paper and see what happens. Might be a Picasso kind of a painting. Don't know. It's okay. It's all good. Usually when I do anything with sequins, I've got to use a pair of tweezers. But I don't have one right here in front of me, although I've got probably 99 pair of tweezers in this house. Look at this dragonfly. I think he's beautiful. Or she, or whatever. Maybe I should have give her some more colorful eyes than just black. I wonder if I can put a little one of these like lavender ones and kind of offset it a little bit. Just put it on there and offset it a little bit. This is really fun. And I would have never thought to do this if I didn't pull a reminder prompt. Reminder of things I have that I can do something with. I wouldn't have pulled out that book yesterday. I wouldn't have worked in my bear book, but I'm so happy that I did. And I would not have thought to use a tea bag and just do something with a tea bag. But I pulled that prompt card, my reminder prompt. There, now. I got that stuck. So I want to put on my tag, I should have already maybe glued this on here. I should have maybe already did. This is where I need watered down glue. So I'm just going to put just a slight amount of glue here on this. But then I think I want to put a piece of like a lighter bit. Ooh, what if I use this piece, a little piece of lace? Ooh, no, I got to save that little piece. Oh, I don't need much because I want to do a mug look with that lace. But all I need is a 7x7 piece. So I can take this little piece And that will still leave me enough for a mug rug. And I can put this, layer that up on top of that tea bag, kind of crooked. And it'll stay on there. It doesn't need to be glued all the way around. But then if I put glue all along the back of the dragonfly, like this, I don't need it on his wings, and then just put that glue down there, and then put that dragonfly on this tag. And that will take a while for that glue to dry. And then I can take a piece of this. I love using torn fabric, frayed up torn fabric for my tag ties. Just see there, leave them strings hanging on there, leave those threads hanging on there. I love that look. Bye, Laura. And you have a wonderful evening. And hopefully, I might be back on tomorrow. And if there's nobody else on, come on and check me out. I'm going to pull a card right now to see what I'm going to work on tomorrow. I'm going to put my tea bag card here because I've done that one. So I won't put that back in the stack. And I'm going to reach in here my stack. I pulled another card. This one says dotting. I'm going to do dotting tomorrow. I've been wanting to do that because I started working on doing dotting, and I've got dotting tools that Christy Biddleston sent me, and I've got some. Yeah, I'm going to do dotting tomorrow. That will be fun. Okay, see, and I wouldn't think to do that, but I pulled the card. Hi, Lise. Okay, so I'm going to put so that's what I'm doing tomorrow is I'm going to be doing some dotting. So I'll get my dotting things out, and I'll decide if I dot on a stone, I don't know. I'll dot on something. That's the card I pulled, my dotting card. I love them cards. I think the cards are awesome. So I'm doing something different every day. But since I craft all day long, I'm always doing something. Well, today I mopped. I have to mop every day because my little doggies here, they cause me to have to mop every day. But I don't mind. They're getting old, and I take care of them. And I told them I would take care of them in sickness and in health, till death do we part. And I'm taking care of them. And if I have to mop up after them every day, it's just okay. If I have to run the carpet shampooer every day, it's okay. Because they're my doggies. And so now, got my tab, my pull tab, and that is my Dragonfly card, my tag that I made that's going to go in my tea. That's my tea bag, Dragonfly. Can you see him? I think he's very pretty. Should he have whiskers? I might have to give him some whiskers. I don't know how that works. But he might get whiskers. And I might go ahead and ink around here too. I might do that. Let's see. Do I have my... I don't know how I get such a big fat mess. I get such a big fat mess. But I was going to do the whole page, but I've already been on here for an hour and 54 minutes and 34 seconds. You know what, you guys? Thank you so much for coming by and for hanging out. and keeping me company while I worked on my tea bag tag Dragonfly. I love my Dragonfly. He's going to look good in my Susan Ernst is not feeling so well tonight. Prayers for you, sir, Susan. Valerie Smith, my goodness, I did not see you. Thank you so much for coming. And Aunt Beck, thank you. Oh my goodness. You are my kind of lady. You are so, I love the creators that are real down to earth, and you feel like you're right in their living room with them. And that's how Aunt Beck is. Yolanda Cerna, I don't think I saw you either. And but I just love you, Yolanda. I got your I I've so many beautiful things. Oh, you are the dragonfly means hope, change, and love. Well, I got to write that down on there then. Hope. That's what the dragonfly means. Well, that's the dragonfly. Okay. Hope. What did she say? Hope, change, and love. Hope, change, and love. And that's it. I wrote them down on there. So, and I might do a little bit more ink stamping on here or something. And, and if my place, oh, see, I have this little red thing here, and here I have a little stamp here, and I can just put some little, just a little bit of color here, which is kind of cool because I have red already in the tie, and a little bit on the butterfly. I mean the dragonfly. So there, just add a little inky there, a little ink. Okay, I'm going to read out of my 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 postcards from Spirit, and so all of our all of our moms who have already gone to heaven ahead of us, um, they're all up there. My mom, your aunts, your uncle. Well, I don't know the uncles; they might get in there too. I don't know, but I think it's just a big coffee klatch with just a bunch of ladies, which would be our moms and our grandmas and our aunts and all the ladies. And even Barbara's little niece is up there now. She's already looking down upon us, and see, because they know us. They all know us. They're sitting on cloud nine. They're looking at us and they sending messages. And so this is the message they sent for us today. Dear you, you have a new let's start that all over because my tongue was wrapped around my eye teeth and I can't see what I'm saying. But I'll now move my tongue. Okay. You have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill. But first, you need to know that destiny isn't a destination. You don't arrive at some special place where where proof you're perfect and happy all the time. Well, oh, where proof. Okay, let me start that over again. It's that tongue wrapped around. There is Sonia Trejo. Thank you so much. I'm doing good, Sonia. I'm doing really good. I am doing a little thing that I try to go live almost every day around this time, but not exactly this time. And oh, Britannica Encyclopedia is what Magical Touch Studio Carol is doing. And that's what she's doing her painting in, and her book is beautiful. So if you're not um if you're not subscribed to the Magical Touch Studio, check her out. She is amazing. Hi, Gail. Yes. Okay, now I'll start reading this over. I'm just finishing up now because I've been already 2 hours going here. And so, and our ancestors are sending us a postcard message here, and they're saying, "Dearest you, you have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill. But first, you need to know that destiny isn't a destination. You don't arrive at some special place where poof, you're perfect and happy all the time. It's about establishing and firming up a commitment to a certain experience, whatever form that takes. Your soul knows what you need to experience. Your destiny is to be present to all of life's adventures, to discover your talents and full potential through allowing inspiration to lead you, and to risk standing apart from the crowd to listen to your soul. You are special as much as you are also para- paradoxically one with the world, individual, yet part of the great whole. Both truths have led you to this moment where we are saying you are on the right track, even if your ego self doesn't see that and listen to your soul. Check in with spirit and keep going. Spirit loves you, life loves you, and we love you. That's really good. That's kind of deep there, but it is very, very good. And so you keep, you know, discover your talents and full potential for through allowing inspiration to lead you. So there doesn't have to be any, like, when I did not plan for this to turn out like this, but it did. It That's my little dragonfly, and it's on my little card. And so, hi, Cardula. Thank you so much for coming. Let's do the Pledge of the Allegiance. Alicia says, let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay. And so that is for the people in the United States, but you know what? We're all one. Our whole world is one. Every one of us makes the um makes up the world. And so here in America, we have a pledge to our flag that says, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And that is awesome. Thank you for suggesting that, Alicia. That is, you know, and I think all countries might have a pledge that they have to their flag, and but we have a pledge to one another. We have a pledge. We pledge to one another that we will stay undivided. Oh, thank you, Valerie, for letting me know that dragonflies do not have antennas. I wasn't sure. So I'm not going to put no antennas on my dragonfly. My dragonfly's beautiful just as she is. Okay. And y'all don't mind those trolls coming in, which are robots, and we want to get rid of them when they come in. Thank you forever whoever is helping get rid of them trolls. There's another one. They just start coming in and we don't like them. Okay. And never, when you see them trolls come in, don't ever click on the links that they put there. Oh, and Alicia has seen the most beautiful dragonflies, and they've been navy blue. And their wings, they almost like they glow in the dark. They're just transparent and such beautiful colors. Okay, drink some tea, Save the tea bags. See, me and Cordula have this same cup here. We can make our tea in there. I just leave my tea bag in there until I'm done drinking the tea. And then I'm going to let my tea bag dry out and I'm going to have it for our project. Okay. God bless and keep you all. May He watch over you every step you take, every move you make. Keep you back to the next video. Safe, happy, healthy, and humble. And in good health. And our prayers go out to each other. Each other. Our prayers and our healing vibes, our good vibes, our happy vibes go out from me to you, from you to you, from each other to each other to keep us all reminded that we are loved and cared about. So I'm going to go for now and go join Papa back there in the North 40 and, and my love to you all. Thank you so much. And tomorrow, hopefully, I'm going to be doing some dotting. If I don't do it tomorrow, it'll be the next day. And so, God bless you all. Thanks for coming.